Well, it's very exciting. I've actually have a studio guest. I hope we've got enough social.
We have. I think it's 2 meters.
Spacing. It's the best we can do in this room. But thank you for coming in, Kenny. It's a year or two since we last talked. You do all these comics, and I have to check with that term, because some people may say that's not the right term. It's much more than just a comic in my view. It's beautiful artwork of all these drawings and everything you've done. And that was a few years ago when we last talked. Things have really moved on at a pace, and I know you've got a big launch coming up. So over to you. What's going on?
So since we last spoke, I've teamed up with a company called TPub, and essentially we've made a series of comics. Our recent one is The Theory, basically, and we have converted this into an animation which has been premiered next week with Razor.
Right. I mean, people in the know will know all about this, but I want to enlighten people like myself exactly what, because this is big business sort of thing, and people love these sort of things, I know. And it's more than just now the written the paper versions. It's going digital and spin-off. So what's going to go there?
Okay, so in short, without trying to give too much away, so we've been working with a director called Haz, who made Fastlane for Disney, and he made The Beyond, which is currently ranked number 3 movie on UK Netflix if you want. So our goal is to change this comic into an animation.
Wow.
And we're in talks, we've signed a few deals with a number of Hollywood producers, if you want, to make comics for them. And they are now reviewing this comic to make this into an animation.
And you've given us the trailers. Is this part of it? So let's run that and have a look at what that is.
Yeah, just really quickly. The trailer is really a proof of concept. So it's not going to look like as established or as final as a Disney. It's like a sort of low budget trailer that we made just to prove that it could work as an animation. So we created that, and people have seen that trailer and they really like the story, so they're wanting to take it further. So this is really the first step of many in terms of
the sky's the limit on this, isn't it? If you get it right.
Yes.
And you put a lot of work, I know, into
we have,
it.
yes.
It's got a Manx connection because you're here and people are working on it here, are they?
Yeah, so if you want, like, we're very fortunate to work with local people. So we have the local band Foxtrap, basically with Helen and Jev. They're basically making the soundtrack. We've been working with John Rhys Davies. So we want to make one of the characters John, basically. So he would be the voice of one of the characters. Look, in reality, we can't confirm that, because how it works, I guess, in Hollywood, what I'm learning is you have your producers will come along and they'll review everything, basically, to say, actually, this character's better for this actor.
Yeah.
But we can say right now, look, this is who we want. And we're having conversations with him to sort of learn about his personality. And he has a great personality. If you ever met him, he's an interesting person to speak to.
Indeed, I do.
And so we're tweaking the character, Admiral Pupo, basically, to align with John, basically.
You going to be a series? I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, obviously you work on that one, but it's going to be a whole universe.
Yes, if you want, I can give you some background of the theory, which will help. So it's a sci-fi, and the comic's structured in a way where every individual chapter is a unique story, so you can read it as standalone. However, if you read the whole book, the stories start to interlink with each other. So we have 5 or 6 books planned, and this is the first one. And essentially we're trying to expand that universe to sort of, like, actually the universe this one has 2 main characters. One's called Linda. She's a astroarchaeologist, and she sort of travels through space, a bit like time, and there's a bit of time travel there. So Linda travels through space to learn about how other civilizations have destroyed themselves, basically. She wants to prevent Earth from being destroyed, so she wants to take learnings from other civilizations to sort of, so we don't repeat the same mistakes. And then there's Gemma, who's a time traveler, if you want, and she's trying to align the universe.
Who comes up with all these ideas?
So there's a very talented person, if you want, I guess the CEO, if you want, of TPub, Neil Gibson. So when I met him at Comic-Con a few years ago, like, I read his comics. He's got another famous comic called Twisted Dark, and so I teamed up with him, and essentially he's the mastermind behind all the storylines. So he has these huge spreadsheets where it has each character and how they all interlink with each other. So he's the creative mind.
It all goes well. You'll have your own stand at Comic-Con eventually.
We do, yes, already.
Oh, you're already?
Yeah, so we're the biggest, largest independent British comic book company.
Right.
So we're already on the stages at Comic-Cons, basically. So
big market in this, isn't there? I mean,
yes, there is. It's good. It's very fun and entertaining. If you've ever been to a Comic-Con, it's a very unique and fun experience, and you meet an awful lot of incredible people who are very passionate about comics. You'll have hundreds of thousands of people who go through them, basically. So
So if people want more information, there's a bit of a sample thing and all sorts going on. So tell us about that.
Yes, so assuming this video goes out on May 28th.
We'll put it out when you want.
May 28th.
That's the day when it's going out?
Yes,
when it's going out.
so
Okay.
it's Razer are premiering this. So Razer are a huge company. Like we made the theory essentially based on their technology. So created it on the Unreal Engine, which games like Epic and Fortnite will use basically. So it's been premiered with Razer on May 29th. But if you wanted to go May 28th, you can see a behind the scenes video. And also there's an ability to download the comic, well, half of the comic for free, and then another comic, the whole of it. And if you were to download it, Razer are giving away laptops worth, I think, £4,000 or £5,000. And you can also star in the next book of the theory as well.
Really?
Yes.
I love it. And when will the next one be for you? I mean, how long does that take to get together?
This will take a year, so...
A year?
The next one, we've already written the stories, so it's about now just finding the right artists and letterers and inkers, if you want, to sort of make the next comic book. So we're hoping to have the next one later in the year.